Hello, everyone. Guess what? It's Friday. Just got paid. Friday night. Y'all know how I do it. It is our Friday night live with SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. nonprofit. And we are here today because what? We are raising funds for the Valerie A. Howard Resilience Scholarship. And we are having conversations today with a beautiful guest on today. And so I just want you all, as always, to share, and share. I'll give you a chance to share, okay? And while you're sharing, I'm going to leave you with this quick video about who we are, okay? What I say, we are SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. And we are a non-profit. And we are here today. Like I said, every Friday and Monday, I will be here and I will be hosting our virtual fundraiser for the Valerie A. Howard Scholarship Fund. And this scholarship goes to parents who have college students, first year, who have lost a parent due to death, incarceration, substance abuse, or mental health. And so, as always, like I said, Mondays and Fridays, I will be here until we raise this money for a special cause, honoring a special person in our life. So, again, share. We have great conversation for you tonight, and I don't want you to miss it. If you are watching this recording, I'm asking you to share it. Share it. Let's get ACE awareness out there. What is ACEs? Adverse Childhood Experience. That's what ACEs is. And it is our goal to bring awareness to ACEs, Adverse Childhood Experiences. So, while you're sharing with others, I would like to share this video with you.
3 out of 5 adults across the USA had at least one adverse experience in their childhood, such as divorce, physical or emotional abuse, substance abuse, a parent incarcerated, or dealing with the death of a loved one. SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. supports parents, children, youth, friends, communities, locally and globally, who struggle with ACEs, adverse childhood experiences. We offer parent mentorship, motivation, and network groups, while also partnering with others to provide ACEs awareness and preventive resources. SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. will award a Valerie A. Howard Resilience Scholarship to students annually who have lost a parent or caregiver to substance abuse, mental health, death, or incarceration. However, we wouldn't be able to keep serving without important partners like you. Contact info at simlohdynasty.com and 770-713-5532. Three out of 5.
Yes. So, did you learn what ACEs is? ACEs is adverse childhood experiences, trauma a child has received between the ages of 0 to 18. And usually, that's trauma is what makes us who we are today. And so, we are here to spread the word so that we may be healed, that we may become resilient, that we not transfer our ACEs to our children and offsprings, and that we have better behavior for ourselves and for our future. So, I hold you no longer. I will introduce you to our guest tonight. And her name is, and you are, you, of course, I know people personally. We all have dealt with trauma, but I am grateful to have people who are willing to share their stories. And so I bring to you today Tameka Maria Price. I call her Maria, you all. So you might hear me call her Maria throughout the night. But and she is ChiTown Vegan Woman, and she'll explain all this to you, you all, and her resilient story and how she made it through trauma. So I introduce you today to my sister, my cousin, my friend, Tameka.
Hey, hey, cousin.
How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming to share with us. I am so excited about tonight and the awareness that we will present to others on a different level of different traumas that happen to children when they are between the ages of 0 and 18 years old. So I am excited that you are here to share your story today. So
Thank you.
introduce yourself.
So, I'm Tameka Price. I am, gonna try my best not to cry on tonight.
Look, I got the
I
ghetto
was like,
tissue.
let me get it
I got the
together.
ghetto tissue here. You hear me?
Dang, I'm out here. I don't have anything. Okay, I'm looking back at the Kleenex. So anyway, yeah. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a stepmom of 3. I'm a very happily married wife. Um, my journey it goes all over the place, but
You are
basically
a bonus mom.
I am. I am. I don't mind stepmom whatsoever. I don't call them my stepkids, but I don't
Yes,
mind stepmom.
right.
Um, yeah, so basically, I'm very passionate about what it is that I do, whether it's in regards to my family life, my friendship life, my business life. I'm the owner of Standout Style Boutique. Been in business with that for 7 years, and I've been in fashion and wardrobe styling for over 10 years. And I recently started my endeavor, ChiTown Vegan, also known as Plant-Based Tameka, on the Instagrams. As you can see, there goes my Instagram right there, Plant-Based Tameka, if anybody wants to follow me. So yeah, very passionate about this plant-based lifestyle. I've healed myself of asthma, lost unnecessary, released, a lot of people say released extra weight that was unhealthy to my body. And I'm just glad to be here tonight, and I'm looking forward to this conversation. So yeah, don't make me cry though, cousin.
Okay, I
Don't
won't.
do
I won't. All right. Well, y'all, when I tell you that Chi-Town vegan thing, I've been actually doing, because I knew, one, she was going to be on my show, but also, two, we had a conversation and she noticed that I was feeling a little congested, a lot congested, really. Yeah, I was sick. I was sick with just this mucus. And,
Yeah,
and she brought it to my awareness, like yogurt, okay? You need to get
that
rid of
dairy. Yeah,
dairy. It was just a lot of things. And I've been trying it now for, this is my 6th day. And I think I sound different, don't I?
you sound so
I
much better in
feel
6 days.
so much better, y'all. I won't cough you out throughout the show tonight because I feel so much better. So y'all got to get with her, okay? Plant-based, uh, uh, D Tameka, is that what that is? Or plant? Oh no,
Plant-based, just plant-based
plant-based
Tameka.
Tameka.
Mhm.
Okay, y'all. Now y'all know these little words being little.
Yeah.
But yeah, so y'all need to get up with her ASAP. All right, reach out to her, especially all you Chi-Towners. Woo woo.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Home. But okay, so we got to get into the stories.
Okay.
So tell us about your childhood trauma. Share some of your
Wow, you just gonna get right on
right
into it
to
like
it,
that. You
baby.
ain't slide me in or nothing, Jesus. Oh, you know I'm an easy crier. Okay, so I'm gonna try. Okay, so let's start with the happy times. I
Yes,
did have a lot of happy times.
yes.
Initially started with my mom. and my father, who is, so my mom is from Alabama, my father is from Puerto Rico. They married at a club in Huntsville, Alabama on base.
Oh, wow.
And it was a wrap from there. They met dancing out at the club, hanging out like wet clothes.
And
And
your mother's still a dancer.
girl,
Do
she
you hear
loves
me?
it, and I love to see her dancing. So yeah, so she is still a dancer. That just livens her up. If anybody shaking a tail feather, that's gonna get her livened up.
Yeah.
So from there, I am a middle child, and I know it comes some issues just from being a middle child,
Okay.
but even still, so my parents, they were together up until I was in third grade, and I remember the day they got divorced because my mom took me out of school and brought me to court to witness the divorce.
Oh, wow.
That was traumatic.
Yes.
I was like, why am I here?
Okay. So the first trauma you experienced was divorce.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. That is a trauma if you didn't know it. But
No, I do. Yeah. I took that ACEs quiz. I got that high score.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, and it's so crazy too because my dad will still say to this day, he'll be like, Maria, I'm so grateful that you came and sat by me in court. He said I made him feel supported. I just miss my daddy. I hadn't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
He was in the military, he was in the army, so he was
Yes.
always like traveling. And some people may say that may have been traumatic, like being a military brat. So we
I'm
moved a
glad
lot.
you said that.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said. I just was watching on the news, and by the way, for those of you all who are tuning in,
mm-hmm.
this is how we converse. We converse like we're sitting in the room together talking.
Yeah,
So there's no set.
Tell me. I
Anything.
need a therapist anyway, so go on. You can fill in this role, interim role.
Okay. So I'm just letting the people know this is not a set schedule of conversation. It's just us
And
having
that's
a conversation, okay? And it's funny that you say that because with it being Veterans Month, celebrating the veterans and all that they do. And thank you for the veterans. Your husband is a vet.
Yes,
Thank
my
you.
dad, my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, my dad
father-in-law.
was yeah.
Yeah.
So of course on TV you see the parents coming home and coming to see their children. I saw a story today. Oh, this baby grabs her daddy, and it was like, and one of the things she said was, "I'm so happy." They asked, "Well, how do you feel?" She says, "I feel peace. I feel protected now. I feel calm." So imagine he hadn't been there, and so she wasn't feeling protected. She wasn't feeling calm. So you saying that even children dealing with military parents deal with the trauma of parents are not there.
Yeah,
Their
absolutely.
security. And so you name divorce, you name the trauma of not having your father there because he was in the military.
And just moving a lot. Like we constantly had to pick up and move.
Okay.
Yeah, so outside of that, so where was I? I'm at the divorce.
Yes.
And then this is the thing about divorce is when you take out one of the parents, that parent can honestly be like a buffer sometimes between other issues. So I was so young though. I knew my mother struggled with some mental health issues. So I remember a few times when she would go into the hospital saying that she needed a break. And growing up, you don't realize what that is. I didn't realize until maybe I could really articulate it, maybe like 9, 10, 11. And it would be like, oh, mom's in the mental hospital again. So I remember going to visit her in the mental hospital, and she just looked glazed. She was highly medicated, and she was like walking through the hallway, and it was very eerie. Because I was like, oh, I'm so excited to see my mom. I didn't see my mom. And then I run up to her, being a little kid, and she's just like
stone face.
Wasn't even there for real.
Yeah.
So that's how highly medicated that she was. So during this time in the 80s and 90s, like mental health issues were still taboo.
Yes.
Now it's like, get the help you need. There's no stigma. There was stigma attached to it, or at least with my mom's generation, because
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, if you told her she was crazy, but
Yeah.
nobody want to be called crazy, first of
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you use this term schizophrenic or schizophrenia, that's what she had been diagnosed with.
Mm-hmm.
It would get her so upset and riled up. So that now I just feel so much like I'm grateful to be living in a time where it's like, no, mental health is just as important as your physical health. It's all encompassing. So
Yes.
if you're talking about health, we need to talk about that too.
Yes.
So it's just not, ailments of the body, because they're all related. So after that type of thing, like, my mom did not take the divorce well. She did not, to this day.
Mm-hmm.
My dad has been remarried to my stepmom for well over 20 years. To this day, my mom will still get emotional and talk about how much she misses my dad, and tries to,
Mm-hmm.
like, give him messages through me, like, when you talk to your daddy, can you tell him hi and stuff.
Wow.
Yes. And, like, sometimes I'll tell my dad and he'll just, like, he'll laugh it off, or kind of thing, or he'll just say, like, oh, tell Miss Sadie, I just wish the best for her, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so it's weird to be like the buffer in between them. But
And how many children did they have?
5 of us. It was 5 of us. And yeah, it's a lot of trauma. And I'm not sure if I'm, like, comfortable talking about everything,
Mhm.
because I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
my
No,
emotional
no, no,
abuse,
no, no. One of the
but
things I do say is you tell what you
share what
want
you
to
want to
share.
share.
Yeah, share what you want to
Absolutely.
share, because sometimes we can go off the charge. Then they start saying you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can go. we,
No,
we
no,
we
no.
all got multiple things, and then another thing is the more we talk about it, the more we realize, whoa,
Yeah, like, how in the world am I here? But
yes,
yeah,
God,
but yeah. I
hallelujah.
mean, I know, look, we're all got, like my
Yeah,
husband would say, one foot on a banana peel and one foot on crazy. Like, we all, like, just give us one thing and I'm gonna lose it.
yes,
Like,
yes, 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 yes,
yeah.
yes.
So
But yeah, this
yeah,
is awesome to hear. You talked about several ACEs that we experienced
mhm.
um, as children, and I don't know if you can see the comments that's coming in, but
I
one
can't.
one of my sisters say on here, and I highlight it right here. You can
Mhm.
you can see it. She says, "I have been experimenting
Ew.
plant based." Yeah.
Okay, come on. But what's her name? Patricia? Look,
Patricia,
come,
yes, that's Patricia
Patricia.
Jet.
Just come on, girl. Come on, your body will thank you, honey. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, I would love to answer them, because there's just so many positive things I've experienced from
Yes.
it. So
Yes.
yes, back to the trauma.
Yes. Take us back, girl. Take us back. Again, we
Okay.
are here.
If
And
I
and this
don't,
is Simlo,
yes.
look, this is Simlo Dynasty, and we are here today having the conversations about ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, trauma that we receive, because we all have been between the ages of 0 and 18. So we're talking about those traumas. We're having the conversation about those traumas, but not just that. We're also talking about how we have become resilient through those traumas.
Mhm.
But right now, we are speaking with my friend, my sister, my cousin, Tameka Malia.
Thank you for that. Cause
Yeah, I
yes,
don't have that
I'm all of
role.
it.
I don't have
Yes,
that
Maria.
role as the Puerto Ricans have. I don't have that. But
It's all good. It's all good. You
but
said it right.
we are sitting today, and we are having the conversations with Tameka, and you can reach her at Plant Based Tameka of Chicago Vegan,
Yeah,
and check her out.
ChiTownVegan.com or
Yeah.
Plant-Based Tameka on IG.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because I don't use IG too much,
I
y'all. I got
love
to
the
get into that.
IGs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
got to
it's all
get into
good.
that. Yeah. I got to get into that. Really. Y'all gonna see me there. But I just want you all to know that we are here today having the conversations, and why we're having the conversations because today is Friday. Just got paid. Friday night. Y'all know I'm coming on every Friday and Mondays because we are having a virtual fundraiser. This is a virtual fundraiser, y'all. And we're, and,
Okay.
and we're trying to let you all know why we're having this virtual fundraiser and why we're having this conversation is because we want to award 5 students, first year students who have lost a parent due to death, incarceration, mental health, and or substance abuse. Okay.
Mhm.
And Maria has already told us about mental health and divorce and you know, and when we say losing a parent, it's not always just in death. You
That's
can
true.
have a parent right here
Yeah.
living in your household, but mentally they are not stable, and that is hard for a child.
Mm-hmm.
But we have children who have gone into adulthood and made it. Maria is one of those people. So we are
Mm-hmm.
here today having the conversation. And while we're on here, if you would just like to give, I will have the information going across the board.
There we go.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Donate at SimLoDynasty.com. You can cash us at $ SimLoDynasty. You can zell us at give at SimLoDynasty.org. And guess what? I got you. You can also text to give. Yes. I got to find that banner, but I thought I put it up there. But you can text to give to SimLoHD. That's SimLoHD 244-321. Text to give. Yes. Okay, Maria, let's get back to this conversation, girl.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, it's on me. Okay.
Yes, it's on you, baby.
Okay. So yes. During so when my parents actually got divorced, my dad was no longer living there, and that's when it really got apparent that the two parent household, I was definitely more well adjusted, obviously. So one, my mom did not take the divorce well, and by no means am I saying anything to disrespect, downplay my mom, anything else. I'm
Yeah.
crazy about my mom. I'm a caregiver to my mom. I love my mom. Our relationship is better than ever. I thank God for her. And I know that she did the best that she could, especially given the circumstances. Um, so we had experienced, it started off with things like, okay, there's no food in there. I'm not used to that. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
used to it being plentiful and things like that. So um it would be multiple days when there wasn't food, and I would be like, okay, well, I'll just eat at school type of thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
a running joke in my
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing, is we use humor
No,
to
you
deal
know,
with stuff.
you say that's a running joke, but truth be told, it's still happening today.
No. Oh, I was
Yeah.
about to tell you the running
Okay,
joke
go
in my
ahead.
family.
Mm-hmm.
So
Y'all
um
can see my family can talk. It's not just me. It's my family. We can talk, baby. Go ahead.
yes, absolutely. So it's so funny because at this point, it would be me and my little sister in the house, and we had to go to school, and it was so basically it would be a man. My mom would be like, "Here, baby, get you a little mayonnaise sandwich," and she was like, "Heat it up in the microwave. It'll taste like cheese." I was like, "No, mommy, it doesn't." But my little sister, she heated that up. She was like, "This good."
Uh-huh.
So it's of course I don't want to make a joke out of being hungry and things
Right.
like that, but I'm like, look, it,
It's
it,
good
it
you
is
can
what
look
it
back
was.
on it and laugh at it
Yes,
versus really still
yes.
being like, because guess what? If
Because
we were
I
still
know that
crying
other
about
people
it,
had it harder, and I
yeah.
know that, honest to God, I feel like these struggles, I swear, I feel like God made me go through these so I would not have an unrealistic outlook on life.
Right.
Because if you have your struggles early, it makes your adulthood like, oh, please, oh, I
This
got
is
this.
easy.
I'm like, yeah,
I got this.
yes. I ain't gonna need.
I've
Oh,
been here
I don't
before.
need to do that. I
Yeah.
got enough money. It's a while ago.
And that's true because we protect our kids now from that. We
And
don't let them. My
look,
son would not even understand.
why is the internet
We
on?
lied about water one time. You know,
Girl, oh yeah.
you know
So
what I'm saying?
we went summers without electricity. We had the baths where we had to heat up water on the stove. It's so crazy because me and my husband we always trade struggle stories. But I
Mhm.
bet you ain't have to pee in a bucket. I bet you ain't have to pee in a, it was like, yes, I did. I
Yeah.
was just he was just in the basement. I was in the attic.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, so it's just like,
It was cold downstairs though in the basement.
girl,
Basement was pretty
it
cold.
just was cold, just being raised in the Chicago area, period. But
Yeah.
so yeah, dealing with the hunger, and then I came home from school, and So this is when the mental health really started to rear its ugly head, because
Okay.
just dealing with the, the divorce, she wasn't taking it well. I would hear her crying herself to sleep at night. It broke my heart. I didn't know what to do as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dang, what can I do?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So I came home from school one day and all of our stuff was packed up in boxes. And apparently we had been evicted. And I had no idea. Or
Mm-hmm.
at least maybe I just like put it out of the back of my mind, like, well, mommy isn't tripping, so maybe it's nothing. But it was definitely a pattern
Mm-hmm.
of getting eviction notices, pretending they weren't there. That's when
Mm-hmm.
after that, I started to pay more attention to these notices that would be on our doors.
Right.
So after that eviction, we moved to the south side of Chicago. So I went from being like a suburban, growing up in the best schools from the military, those neighborhoods, to moving to the south side of Chicago. And it was a culture shock for me, honey. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh my goodness.
What side of town what you talking about? South side? What's that?
We was on like, where is Prestige Liquors? It's like, it was
You see,
Oakley.
you remember
I
the
remember
Prestige
that
Liquors, huh?
my uncle stayed right over there, and it was like by a Church's Chicken. I'm like, what is Church's Chicken?
Right,
Why
right,
is
right.
somebody over here by this liquor store?
And
I
you
was
know,
so nervous.
what we say about the Church's Chicken. Church's
Honey,
Chickens are always in the black neighborhood.
they are, and girl, they also in Puerto Rico too. I'll tell you that from my
What?
experience going to Puerto Rico to see my family. I'm like, why they got Church's Chicken?
Okay.
It's neither here nor there. However, but I will say, like, yeah, so the first thing I remember is like, okay, we're at this new place. I didn't get to say goodbye to my friends. Okay, this is like, I didn't know what was going on whatsoever. I was just like, you know, we got in a U-Haul that night, drove up to the south side of Chicago. I want to say it ain't 60. Oh, it's like 79th and Oakley, like around up in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
So that
like
was east,
around up in there.
southeast side.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we lived in his attic for a little while. My uncle, I was like, this is the first time I've ever heard of this uncle. Like, I didn't realize I had family that lived so close. So this is another thing. It's like I was so disconnected from my family. I would always be envious of people and like other kids I played with that would be like, oh, my cousin over there, or oh, my auntie. I legit didn't know any of these people on my
Okay.
mom's side or my dad's side.
Oh wow.
Didn't have any cousins. It would just be me and my brothers and sisters.
Uh-huh.
And that's why we're so close now. Like, we're so close. We always checking on each other and all that kind of stuff. And no matter how traumatic anything is or whatever we've been through, we like definitely got each other's back. So,
Right, right.
but yeah, so after that, we got a little stable. I got in school. They'll be like, "Ooh, why you talk like a white girl?" I didn't realize I talk like a white girl, apparently. Had to deal with that. So
Because you spoke proper.
I spoke so properly, and
Mhm.
apparently they was like, "Where you from?"
Proper English is what it's called.
Exactly.
Okay.
But girl, they went in on me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and then I also got a lot of, oh, what you mixed with? And then I had identity issues a little bit. Like, not so much because, it is what it is. But I remember one day I wore my hair down and then everybody treated me different. I'm like, what's going on here? I just
Okay.
wore my hair down. It was just all kinds of little, just growing up and not understanding these different little experiences and
Right.
why they even, I don't know. It's just so weird. So,
Well, one of the things I noticed is that when you first started out talking, you went immediately into defense mode when it came to defending your mother. And
oh yeah.
and can I be honest and say this?
Uh-huh.
That's an issue with all of us.
Mhm.
Okay. One of the reasons why we don't, a really big reason, and you all can comment because I would love to hear your thoughts as we're conversing. Okay, South Shore. That's what she said. You from the South Shore area, Deborah.
Yeah.
And so one of the things, the biggest things and reasons why we don't share our story is because our parents. We don't want to embarrass our parents. And have the conversation, because some people, parents don't even know still to this day what happened to them, you know what I'm saying, or able to even have the conversation and say, you know, I've been going to counseling, and I realized I've been dealing with some childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
when it falls, and when I say it falls on the parent, it's not always a bad thing. Because I'm a parent now, you're a parent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that we're not perfect parents, put it like that.
There's no such thing.
There's no such thing as a perfect parent.
The child, I honestly feel like a child raised in the most ideal circumstances is still going to potentially have trauma. So
yes.
That's the honest thing. It's just different levels to it.
I'm glad you said that. This is not a rich or a poor thing. Okay, we are not rich or poor.
Yeah,
do you know how many rich kids are growing up and they got the money, but they don't have the parenting? Okay. Mm-hmm. And also kids who have a lot of money, 9 times out of 10 they end up on drugs because they're going to, and 9 times out of 10
it may be very accessible to them too.
This is not something I looked up. I'm just saying, but we know 9 times out of 10 they're exposed to more because they have more money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they don't have anyone paying attention to what they're doing with that money.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're on games, they're on social medias and all of that, and being highly influenced by negative things because they're not being monitored. Okay. And so Deborah says here, we don't want to bring shame to the family. Yes,
yeah, that's
exactly,
true. Yeah.
Exactly. We don't. And then let me see. Ashley says, and exposed at an early age. Yeah. People got early age, 0 to 18. 0 to 18, we're being exposed. So I was just glad that you brought up that, because your mother is still living.
Yeah. Thank God.
Again, yes, hallelujah. And we always go to that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that defense mode in regards to her. I can't say what happened to me because it embarrassed my uncle. It didn't embarrass because or to bring out that my uncle, and not me per se. I'm just saying that this is some of the conversations that I hear and that we're having.
Yeah, absolutely. And you still got to see that family member or something like that.
You got to see your offender.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank God. I don't have to deal with that. And it's like I have a very open family that not everybody is as transparent as me. I feel like there's healing in transparency. I know there is, because when other people can relate to the story, it can be healing for everybody that witnesses it and like just takes part in that conversation. So me and my brothers and sisters, we will talk like, you remember when da 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 da, or when we was homeless and we got kicked out of here and da da da, and how we try to ask, can we stay in this apartment overnight if we painted it? Like I remember like my mom pulling into McDonald's after they closed, like, hey, we're hungry, can we get like the leftover burgers and stuff? And I remember a few times they would give it to us, but then it would be like, okay, this can't be a habit,
right?
Kind of thing, because you and I both know there's a gang of food still left over, and they just like legally have to throw it away. So I mean, but now I won't touch McDonald's with a 10-foot pole now though. Like, you see the way this stuff flips.
They were doing you a favor.
But girl, so just like with dealing with the homelessness, that was like that definitely amongst my brothers and sisters. I had a younger sister, myself, 2 older brothers, and an older sister. So we went and stayed with my older sister in her 1-bedroom apartment. We was there for months. We got her kicked out, evicted of her place, because the landlord found out we was all staying there and was like, I'm sorry, but you got to go with all 6 of your family members. your mama and your four brothers and sisters, y'all got to go. And my sister Ty, she's so awesome and everything. So like she wasn't tripping at all or anything like that. So it's just like, okay, it is what it is. So then we got another place, got evicted from there, and that's when I remember just like this was when the eviction started to get like dehumanizing because they would just get these big black bags. And if anybody's been evicted, you know what the bags I'm talking about. These big, super strong bags, and just because you don't want to go. So my mom didn't pack up anything. She like, you want to kick me out? You gonna pack my stuff too. So they would just throw all our stuff in these bags and dump it on the front lawn. And like neighbors and stuff that would come by, they would just like see all of our stuff just strewn across the front yard. And oh, I'm so proud of myself because it's the first time I've been able to one of the first time like tell the story without like literally breaking down.
Yeah. So, I was gonna wait to the end to see how long you lasted. Okay.
But yeah, so
I was even thinking she's making it.
Girl,
okay.
I'm making it. And I talk to my brothers and sisters about this story a lot. And I'm like, do y'all remember this and this time and that time? They're like, not really. And it's so crazy because it affected me so much.
Right.
And they may have remembered it, but I'm the one that's like, I just have like such a soft spot for, anybody that's like dealt with that kind of stuff. But yeah, so after the homelessness, I was just like, after all of this time, okay, my mom doesn't want to deal with the mental health issues. And it reared its ugly head on me, when I was a teenager. And I really didn't understand it like I do now. So now, as a grown woman, I have so much patience with it, But as a teenager, you're just like, yeah, why is it like this? And you're just like, man, you're mad. And everything like that. So as soon as I could move out, I did that. So, but I still stayed close to my family because I still have my little sister and I still love my mom. I just didn't want to be necessarily in there.
Right. You need to get away.
Look, I worked at a bank. I said, look, I need somewhere that's got free security deposit and pay the first month's rent situation. And I'm set. So I found that place. And then literally crazy, but my mama and sister got evicted and they came and stayed with me. So it's just like this ugly cycle. Yes. So I went off to college eventually. I just knew I was going to go to college. I didn't know, like my mom has a college degree, my dad does, my sister does, everybody that I looked up to had one. And it just was like, okay, you go to college. And to this day, I don't necessarily do work in that industry, corporate communications, but hey, I have a corporate communications degree. Yes.
But you know what? You are a communicator. Everything you do.
I definitely am. And I would write my own press releases from that with my business and get featured on the news. I'm like, this
we're going to have to talk because I remember that.
Yeah, multiple times. And yeah, so I never ended up like really working in corporate America just because when I started, you okay, cousin? Okay.
Go ahead.
But when I started working, in corporate America, it was 2007, 2008. That was that economic downturn. It was a terrible time. Nobody could find a job for real. So that's when I had met my boyfriend, now husband, your cousin. And he was just so supportive of me. And he heard that I, like I had this entrepreneurial bug, and him being an entrepreneur too, he was like, he definitely supported me through it. And he was like, I don't know what a wardrobe stylist is, but that's what you want to do. He was like, I fully support you. And he just like super supportive through the whole process, helping me build a website. And that's when I started in styling and fashion. And then I led to writing a style book and then opening up a boutique. And now it's online. And now, well, we could talk about the story of switching to a
well, before you go there, what actually pushed you into better?
I just honestly
what was that thing?
I honestly feel like, and it's such a good question because I don't have like that one instant or moment where I'm like, oh, like it's not like a movie. I guess it just is like living, experiencing, seeing like, okay, it always works out. Like that's something that I definitely
So you have a
like live
survival.
by.
You just got a
It's
survival instinct. Just
And I get that from my mom too. I definitely get that from her. It's like, one, it's always going to work out. Two, always be grateful for what you have because it could be so much worse. It
yes,
could be so much worse. Like
yes,
this trauma it's trauma,
yeah.
but it's not like how, like a lot of other people's is. So I try to always not minimize it, but just have that gratitude.
Right. Yeah,
And
trauma is trauma. It's just
yeah,
about how you deal with the trauma. And so somebody else may not have made it through your situation,
that's true. Yeah, my
Um,
family and I talk about that a lot because I'm just saying, like, the odds are just stacked against you. They're just stacked against you.
right.
So,
So I know when we really, really got to know each other is when I had my transitional housing for women, and you were having an event to honor or to change homeless women's lives in terms of fashion. And so, can you tell us something about that and what you was
yeah.
doing at that
So
show?
that was definitely Dangerous Curves Ahead, my charity fashion
Yeah,
show in
Dangerous
Women's
Curves.
Expo.
I could not think of
Yeah.
the name.
So I did that for 6 or 7 years. I wish I knew exactly. I think I did it for 6 years. Then COVID hit and transition hit and all that kind of stuff hit. But it really warmed my heart. And I think I needed that to heal.
And
I'm
tell them
just
what you
now
did. You
understanding.
transformed them. Tell them what you did. How did
Yes.
you find these women?
Yeah, so basically, I would volunteer and work with different transitional housing facilities that I wish that we could have stayed at, but we couldn't because they only would take, like little kids. It would be like it's five of us, it's big boys, it's like, all these kids. So it was just I could see my mom and these women, and I could see that, it's just like so many people are so close to that type of lifestyle and we don't even know it, like homelessness, you know what I'm saying, or
Right,
just like, one paycheck away. You hear about that a lot.
right.
So just like I would, like, again, go to the shelters and things like that, speak to the women. I would pull together a hair and a makeup team and literally do makeovers on the women. And first of all, like, these women, their spirits were just like unshakable. We would have a conversations and bring different women in like corporate and do like different workshops and things like that. And just, they would be super transparent and they would be like so ready to absorb this information. And the trauma that some of these women has been through. And it was just so
And you all, she used to have them to walk
heartwarming.
down the runway and
Oh yeah, the
make them
fashion
feel
show.
so. The fashion show, it
Yeah.
was really
She would
beautiful.
be treated like a model and like a
Yes,
queen, and she got her own hair and makeup team. And then she would be like the most highlighted model and look. And her and
right.
I would walk down the runway together just to symbolize that, like, resiliency that we're talking about today.
Yes,
So it's so much more than about fashion and clothes, that it is about like
yeah,
healing and showing that beauty on the inside, like bringing that out too and letting that woman see herself in that different light.
yes.
Because you can get really sucked into some, like a negative mindset or down and out. When am I going to get, you know, when's my time coming type of thing. So yeah, that woman of each year that we would highlight, she would get like so much love that I didn't even realize, from like the vendors and the attendees. They would bring her stuff and like we would keep in contact and all that. And it was just amazing. They would just be like, to me, that was just such a dope experience.
Yeah,
And then also would donate proceeds to one of the transitional housing facilities that,
yeah,
would help these women. So
right.
yeah.
And like I said, you are. I pray that you are. And excuse me. I don't know
No,
why
girl,
I'm
I
doing
understand.
I hope you all are enjoying the conversation on tonight. I thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Tameka Maria, so much for opening up and sharing your story with us tonight. Again, from homelessness to resilience. And again, she went from being homeless to taking care of homeless women, from dealing with people from the inside out, first dealing with herself because she had gained so much weight and now she's
Why you gotta do me like that though?
healthier. No, but we are. She helping me, y'all, because we can fluctuate, but we still beautiful no matter what size
Yes,
we
I
are.
was
Okay.
a fluctuator for real. Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes we just gotta still, again, take care of our inner woman and man.
Absolutely.
So we have heard about the trauma. We have heard about some of the success. Can you share with your journey about your recent trip to Tulum?
Oh my gosh.
And you all will have to check out her blog on this, and she'll give you more information about that. But before we get into that, again, I would like to just encourage you all to give to the SimLoHD Dynasty Valerie A. Howard Resilience Scholarship. And this scholarship, we will be giving out $5,000 to 5 students each who have lost a parent due to death, incarceration, mental health, or substance abuse. Again, we need your help. We need to raise this money and be able to give to those who have shown themselves to be resilient through trauma between the ages of 0 to 18. Thank you, Deborah. Y'all see what Deborah's saying down here? Give, give, give. Come on, we need you. We need you. And if you would like to just be a donor, a monthly donor to the SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. nonprofit organization, you can go visit our website at www.simlohdynasty.org or com. Either one, you're going to make it. We are there. We are out there, okay? And we are also asking, if you like, donate, you can visit our website. You can give by Cash App at $SimLoHD Dynasty or Zelle, give at SimLoHD Dynasty. And now we have for you text to give. Did y'all hear what I just said? We got text to give. Text to give. And I'm going to share that. I think it's in the chat over there, but I'm going to share it with you here, and I'm going to add this banner. Here it is. I need for you all to give. SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. Valerie A. Howard Resilience Scholarship. Text to give at SIMLOHD to 44321. And if you know me, you know that SimLoHD Dynasty will do well with your funds. We will do what we say we will do. Okay. We just need your help to be able to prove it. For those of you all who don't know, tell them, Maria.
Donate. I'm a donate.
So text to give, and also check out my girl on IG, Facebook. She has her own blog.
Yes. ChiTownVegan.com.
ChiTownVegan.com, y'all. She got all these pretty pictures, making that food look extra good. I've been trying some stuff though this week.
There you go.
And it's been right for me.
There you go.
I had me a fajita, a veggie fajita yesterday.
Yes. Mexican is some of the easiest to veganize to mix plant bases.
Yes.
Super easy.
And also, we are here talking about trauma and being resilient. I challenge you to take the ACEs test. Take it. It's right here on the screen.
And it only takes like 1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. It's a quick online quiz.
Very quick. and it'll make you reflect a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And in your reflecting, and you notice that, oh, that's me. I need some help. Go get the help. Find the help. Call us. Call us here. We'll help you find the help. That's our goal. We don't only bring awareness, but we bring resources. We bring resources. We will help you find resources. This is not just a community or local issue. This is a global issue and initiative to bring awareness and have the conversations, not being worried about mama, daddy, auntie, uncle, sister, or brother, but getting healing for yourself and for your future. I have this, I'm going to show you all. I have this flyer here that I would like to share with you. I saw today on somebody's page, and I copied it. And let me get rid of one of those banners. If you notice here, it's got someone screaming. Stupid. I can't see the other one, but if you see it,
you're not good enough.
You're not good enough. You're saying stupid. You're not good enough. And then you see that little ziggy line.
Yeah, it's like blocking the
It's
negativity.
blocking it. It's blocking it because there. It comes a time where we have to stop the cycle.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's not just with the bad conversations and the way that we talk to our kids, but to realizing I need to stop that and say I love you more than we do, you know, because some stuff might come out. I'm gonna be honest. You know, not being stupid or anything. You should be totally conscious of that kind of stuff. But for the most part, words hurt. Words hurt. You know, we used to say bricks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Oh, that's a lie.
Okay. And they hurt. Words do hurt. And not only do they hurt, you're teaching a conversation that kids can grow into being evil to other people because that's the only thing they know. That's the only way they know how to speak to somebody is to say horrible things. Okay. That's ACEs, y'all. We talking about, you know, that's what I say. We look at the sexual abuse, the domestic abuse, but we don't even look at the conversation.
Yeah.
What type of conversation are we having? And so we need to get to that point where we break the cycle. We want to know why we got mean kids. You know, when I hear kids talk bad to other kids and the kid run home and, oh, Billy said this to me. Well, Billy heard that from his mama or daddy. And if he didn't, then mama and daddy need to check and find out where Billy heard it from. Okay, because I'm not always saying it's mom and daddy's fault. But kids are now influenced more with social media, video games. Y'all know they have chats, right? You may not hear your kids talking, but they on my son like that keyboard now. He be like, "Oh, mama, I can type," you know. And I'm like, "Boy, what you saying? What are you saying?"
Yeah.
You know. And I grab the phone and I look at the conversations.
Yeah.
My son was just upset a couple of days ago about.
Girl, they be getting heated.
Yeah, my son said on social media, he said, "I'm gonna be the greatest gamer ever." And he came to me. He was so upset, and he said, "Mom, they said I'm not going to be the greatest. I can't play. I can't." He was so upset.
Wow.
I said, "Boy," and I had to think because, you know, the old us, you know, get over it. You know, get over it. They just talking. Go ahead instead of actually dealing with the situation.
Yeah.
So it's plenty of ways, you know, it's kids committing suicide from social media.
Yeah.
People getting killed because of social media. All right. So we are here to have the conversation so that we don't continue the cycles. It's the song it's called Cycles by Jonathan Nelson, I think. Jonathan, y'all don't quote me. Jonathan McReynolds. And I want to say it's called Cycles. Deborah, correct me up in there. Okay. Y'all correct me. But I'll put it in the chat. What song is that? Because I love that song. Yes. So talk about it. Yes, Deborah say talk about the issues. Talk about the issues. So again, y'all, this is my girl, my sister, my cousin, Tameka Maria Price. She a Price, y'all.
Yeah.
So we are running out of time. Let me look at the time, but this been good. What you think, girl?
I've been enjoying it. Thank you,
This
girl.
been
Yeah, I
good.
had me a little revelation. So that's all I want.
Yes,
That's all I
yes,
want. Yeah.
yes. And you all let me know in the chat, what did you think about it? I can't see everybody's chat. I got to figure that thing out. But if you have questions, please message me, inbox me. You can also reach out to Tameka about issues dealing with plant-based, being a vegan. Check out her stuff, y'all. Check it out. But again, I just want to encourage you all to please give. We need to be able to bless a child, and I still call them children, but young adult. We need to bless a young adult who has entered their first year of school. That's not just a 4-year college, okay? It could be beauty school. Do y'all hear me? Higher education. They have entered their first year and they need a little help because they lost a parent due to death, incarceration, mental health, or substance abuse. If you are interested in being on this live with me and sharing your story to be able to help someone else, please, please, please contact me and I will put that information back up on the screen. Contact me, please. So, you all, I have had my resilient sister here sharing her story. And guess what? You made it.
I sure did.
We made it without having to use my rolling tissue. See, I like the rolling tissue.
Look.
We made it. That's because we've been delivered and we're resilient. We're strong.
Girl, I did a lot of work. I did a lot of work. Read a lot of books, had a lot of prayers, had a lot of breakdowns.
And we still got to be encouraged. You hear me?
Yep. You
we
need your daily bread.
Be encouraged. We got to be encouraged.
You need your daily vegan bread.
Yes. I need that food. Do you hear me?
Girl,
I need the food. I need you.
Give us this day our daily vegan bread.
Daily bread. I'm hungry for that's the one bread I can't do without.
Girl.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't want it vegan. I need all the fat and everything. Come on, Jesus. But I thank you so much, my sister, for coming on tonight and sharing your story with us. I pray that people have been blessed. I pray that they have been encouraged to have the conversation, even if it's with your parent. Talk to your parent and say, get your healing, get your healing, get your healing. It will take a load off of you. So I just pray for all of us today. I thank you all who have given. I thank you so much to the cause. I pray that you are blessed. I pray that and thank those who have prayed for us through this process, because even though you don't have the finances, I need you praying. Pray. And I thank those who have contacted me in regards to wanting to assist and help SimLoHD Dynasty become better and meet the needs and bring resources. Thank you. If you are interested in partnering with us, please reach out. Our information is at the bottom. Thank you all and have a blessed day. And as always, I'm going to leave you with this commercial moment. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Lorraine.
Oh, wait a minute. Before I go, I need to say, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, y'all. Deneen. Jonathan McReynolds, Cycles. Yes, thank you.
There we go. I know that name.
I might have to play that song next on Monday. Y'all, don't forget to join me on Monday. I'll be back. I call that Money Mondays. You know why? Because we need that donation. Money making Monday. Hey, and today is what? Just got paid Friday night. All right. All right. So I need y'all to come on in the room and handle the business and help your sister, help your people. And so for those of you all who are just tuning in, we are on our way out. But I will leave you with this commercial. Love you. Mwah. Thank you.
3 out of 5 adults across the USA had at least one adverse experience in their childhood, such as divorce, physical or emotional abuse, substance abuse, a parent incarcerated, or dealing with the death of a loved one. SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. supports parents, children, youth, friends, communities, locally and globally, who struggle with ACEs, adverse childhood experiences. We offer parent mentorship, motivation, and network groups, while also partnering with others to provide ACEs awareness and preventive resources. SimLoHD Dynasty Inc. will award a Valerie A. Howard Resilience Scholarship to students annually who have lost a parent or caregiver to substance abuse, mental health, death, or incarceration. However, we wouldn't be able to keep serving without important partners like you. Contact info at simlohdynasty.com and 770-713-5532.
Thank you all and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.